Hi there, hi, how are you? My name is Leo. Here's How to IT. Welcome back to my channel. Today I done another cool, awesome project. I make a fan for my desk. Yes, this is a fan. I use a old laptop fan, of course, and a CD-ROM to be able to make the fan rising like this. I think it's really cool. And I also steal my son's tons of Lego to build the outside part. Let me show you the shot I took earlier and we come back. Welcome back. Let me talk through some of the main components to build this fan. Of course, we need some Lego for the outside, as we could see. The Lego is not permanent except the top one. I just could find the way to clamp the insides, the DVD ROM, so I could clamp it. It's pretty stable. It's like one product, really unique and good. And the inside, of course, we have the CD-ROM. The CD-ROM, as you can see, I just teared it open and I used some extends screw to be able to have a bigger space so that I could fit the fan inside. And of course we need the fan. The fan is really simple. Just use the hot glue to stick with the CD tray, and the power thing, or it powers the entire thing, just like a one very cheap USB step-up converter, because USB is like 5 volt. To drive this thing we need one 5 volt and one 12 volt, so just one tiny board could drive this easily. Yeah, the entire thing is built it. I want this USB step-up converter so that I could just use any USB cable to plug and play. Just put it anywhere I want. I think it's much better than using like a SATA cable. You have to put it somewhere near your computer. So let me show you how I build that. To open the CD-ROM is pretty easy and straightforward. Just unscrew those 4 screws on the bottom of the CD-ROM, and then you can pop up the case like that. Then I use a clip to make a long pin to pop up the CD tray. Just stick in the little hole on the front. You can pop up the CD tray without powering. Then I try to use a flathead screwdriver to open the rest of the case. Actually, you can just stick the flathead screwdriver on the side. You see the long little hole over there, but I don't know at the beginning, so I just try to pop up on the side everywhere, but it works. Just need to use a little bit more force. There we go, we pop everything open. Then I use the fence, I try to measure the place I want to put. Then I actually use USB to set a cable to try to make this thing works, but in fact it doesn't. To drive this CD-ROM, we need 12 volt and 5 volt together. So the SATA cable only come with 2 USB cable, which is 5 plus 5. So I use the ATX power supply. I just simply put 2 pins on the 24 pins power cable to hack the ATX power supply. So in that case, I don't need to plug into the motherboards to be able to use the SATA power. After testing it, the drive is working. So we need to move on to the next point. Which is take away everything's unnecessary. In this case is the ribbon cable. I take out the ribbon cable, connect to the CD-ROM motor and the laser reader. Those we don't need that. Then I find myself a USB step-up converter. This converter can actually take the input 5 volt power to put up to I think the maximum is 16 or 18 volts. So in this case we need to adjust that up to 12 volts that we need. You see there's a little knob on the board. You can turn that, adjust the output power. In this case, we need to adjust that to 12 volt. It's around 12 volts fine, 11.8, 12.4, 12.3, it really not that matter. This board is actually very cheap. I buy it from Amazon. I think I buy 10 of them, only cost like $10. So it's very cheap, like $1 per piece. It's very good for projects like this. So I try to measure the spot I want to put the step-up converter. I think that's the final spot I need to put that board on. Then come to the fun part, soldering. I actually put way more solder than I need, but I don't want the cable come apart easy. I just put as much solder as possible. And I soldered the top and bottom too. Then I find myself a little solder serial to solder cable to try to easy read for me. I put the solder diagram on the top corner. So right now I'm putting the solder on the board itself. Again, I put a lot of solder, but right here you gotta be careful. Just don't put it across the third pins. So the diagram is like 12 volts, then the neutral, then 5 volt, then neutral, then 3 volt. In this case, we don't need the 3.3 volts. We need the 12 volt and the 5 volts. So we need 4 solder joint points on this board. There we go, we done here. It's not pretty, but works. Then I connect all the cable. In the moment of truth, I try to power that things on. It works. Awesome. You see that I try to use some heat shrink. In this case, it's really not necessary. When I use the heat gun to try to shrink the heat shrink, the cable actually pops up, but not big deal, just solder again. Then I use a hot glue to glue the step-up converter on the location I want to put. This heat gun is really good. Actually, I love it. It's very precise and good. I mean, highly recommend that. Then I take out the part that we don't need. Actually, this part is out of my way. It prevents the fans moving up and down, so we need to take that out. Again, here I use so many hot glue to glue the fans on the CD tray. When I'm doing it, I actually just kind of rushed to do that. I didn't wait for the heat gun to fully heat up, so you see some of the hot glue already like cold and it's no good. But no problem, we can add more on the side and on the bottom. Hot glue is cheap, so feel free to use as much as we need. Again, I loving this heat gun. I loving this brand. I use all the adhesive products. The heat gun is very precise and very easy to work with. As you can see, the finish is pretty good. Then I forgot to solder the fan on the power, so I need to pop up the board and then put the power for the fans too. Voila, it works as well. The fans works. We need to cut some of the part of the black place. Step up converter is actually stick up a little bit, so we need to cut that a little bit, just tiny little. And every time cutting the metal, the edge is really sharp. Gotta be extra careful. I also put some black tape on it. On this point, this part is fully covered, so I don't care that much, so why not put some black tape on it. It prevents anything short or anything. Just put some black tape, why not? Then I find the longest screw I can find on my house. It actually shorter. So I have an idea. I find another, like a motherboard stand up. So make this thing just perfect. After I retest it again, everything works fine, and come to the last part. Lego up. Yeah, I steal my son tons of Lego. So at this point, I'm gonna fast forward the video. So I hope you like my project, you like my video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button, or if you want to see more DIY project like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm Leo, here's How to IT. See you next time. Bye bye.